So, welcome, my dear friends. Myself is Professor Dr. Rajendra Deshpande, and today is a Wednesday, that is 8th of April 2020, and we are here to start our lecture series. This is a 4 p.m. and we will continue up to 4:35 or 4:40. Today will be the new slide, and that will be the beginning of introduction to Tridosha. Actually, Tridosha is very, very important concept in our first year BMS up to the last year BMS and also in our practice. This is the base of the Ayurvedic practice. Remember, if anybody has a very strong and confident knowledge about the Dosha Dhatu Mala, he will be definitely successful practitioner, Ayurvedic practitioner. I am talking about Ayurvedic practice. So your basic concept should be very well clear. So in spite of directly starting with the Vata or Pitta or Kapha, there is in the syllabus some important points which everybody is expected to learn before starting the actual dosha concept. So right now I am sharing my screen. So this is the PPT, and okay, this is in front of you. This is paper one, part A, and in that part, this is a syllabus number. Remember, paper one and paper two. You have the two papers. Paper one, part A, set three. Okay. I will start to go further. I don't know why it's not coming, but let me try again. Okay. So this is myself, Professor Dr. Rajendra Deshpande. I have the MD in Ayurvedic Medicine and MD in Ayurvedic Physiology. This is my WhatsApp number. I think this mail ID I should change actually. It should be very less time I use, so I will correct it with you. So what I can do, okay, backspace. I'm sorry, it is a maybe PDF. So at the moment, I'm not able to correct it, but you know, Professor Deshpande at gmail.com. So these are the books that I have written. This handbook is also very much useful for you. This is a practical book. This is a clinical examination book. This is in English. Okay. So there is a, these points are included in this PPT, general description of Tridosha. The most important is this one. Can you see here? Rutu Dosha Rasa Guna. This part, page number 52 in your book. This can be your SAQ. This can be your SAQ. It will be asked. Write down Rutu Dosha Rasa Guna Sambandha. This will be the short answer question for 5 marks. So there is a good table. So you can just mug up that table. Then there is also one question regarding the SAQ, biological rhythm of Tridosha. Biological rhythm is also called as a circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythm. Vayohoratri Bhuktanam. That we will see afterward, but this concept is also for ACQ. They will definitely ask this question. And oral it is always asked. Always asked. Then role of dosha in the formation of Prakruti. And most important confusing point for the first year students. You just see where I have marked. Prakrit and Vaikrit dosha. Pronunciation. Look my pronunciation. Prakruta Vaikruta. There is a difference in Vikruta and Vaikruta. Each and every examiner will try to make you confused. Vikruta is pathological. Vikruta. This is Vai, V-A-I. Vaikruta is also called as Ahara Sambhavaja Dosha. Please write it down. Vaikruta means Ahara Sambhavaja Dosha. We will come across afterwards. So this is the table that you must, everybody should remember. Very important. I don't know where I am. Yes, this is Shishira, Vasanta, Grishma, Varsha, Sharad, Hemant. Everybody knows this. These first three are the Adana Kala, where your energy is taken back. And this Varsha, Sharada, and Hemanta energy is given to you. It's a Visarga Kala. First is Adan. Why the word Adana? Dan means to give. Adana. take back. Whatever the nature is giving the health or more strong, in Vasanta Rutu, in Visarga Kal, it is taken back. Shishira is an extreme cold, January month. Vayu and Akash Mahu, so there is, because of the excessive cold, there is a Vata dosh is predominant. Ras is Tikta Ras, and Lagu and Shita properties are there in the atmosphere, Lagu and Shita. So the problems with Lagu Guna, problems with Shita Guna in the patients you will see. Lot of weakness will be there. Patient will suffer from upper respiratory tract infection, URTI, in this reason also. But cold will be there, no sneezing. Dryness will be there in the nose, dryness in the throat, remember. Vasanta, everybody knows. Vaman is given in the Vasante. Our Vamana is given in Vasant Rutu because what is happening? Little sun is coming. In February, March, especially March, sun is coming. And Ayurveda says it melts, MELTS. It melt accumulated cough. In December and January, my body has cough. But that starts melting. That starts melting in the month of March. So in the month of March, there will be running nose. First I told you dry nose. Now it is a running. Aching, lot of cough with cough. Kapha, remember my words. All the kapha problems will be more in this Vasanta because kapha is melted by the heat of sun. Here Kashaya Rasa is predominant and Guru and Shita in atmosphere. So naturally, how the person should behave? He should still take a light diet. Remember, he should be protected from the cold. I know that is outside is a definitely hot, little bit hot, not exactly like Grishma Rutu, but still the person should try to consume little bit warm water. In Vasant Rutu, little bit warm water continue. Don't start immediately freeze. If you drink the water from the freeze in the month of March, April, lot of problem of URTI. Then Grishma, this is actually the summer season. Naturally, you know, Pitta dosha will be there. Katu, spicy. According to Samanya Vishesh Siddhanta, if it is outside is a Katu, you should take the food. You should take the food opposite to Katu. Sweet things are allowed. But in summer, in month of May, if your patient eats garlic, what लागली त्याची मराठीमध्ये? So chili, spicy food, Punjabi dishes are not allowed in summer. In the month of May, don't go in the hotel and ask for the Kolhapuri rassa, tamada rassa, pandra. No, it's bad. You can ask the Punjabi, but the sweet, I think there, I forget the name of the sweet dishes, but I think I will tell you the next time. Anyway, but katuras should be avoided. There are many patients who take the whole year either cold water for the bath or the hot water for the bath. So hot water bath is not allowed in Grishma Rutu. Next is a Varsha. Varsha is a Vata Prakop. Remember, Varsha is a Vata Prakop. Bronchial asthma and arthritis is common. There is a exacerbation. Write down my words. Exacerbation. More of these problems, arthritis and bronchial asthma. So Vata Prakop is there. So naturally what you should do? Basti Chikitsa is the best for Varsha. Basti Chikitsa. Remember, Vata Prakop. Sharad, October heat. Just remember, Sharad is equal to October heat. Again, Pitta Prakop. It is not like Grishma, but yes, little bit small Grishma. A smaller type of model of the Grishma. So you should also put, because in the October, whole day it is hot and at night it is cold. So again you have to, here Rakta Mokshan is the best. Remember my words. Every person should be advised to do the Rakta Mokshan in a Sharada Rutu. Especially the people suffering from skin diseases. Psoriasis. Common, patient will come to you. Ask the patient to do the scientific Rakta Mokshana Chikitsa in Sharad Ritu. And Hemanta, this is the best season because Prithvi and Jala is there, Kapha is there. So definitely you can enjoy the good health. By joke, it is called as Hemanta Ritu is very bad for the doctors. No patients, no patient. Everybody is healthy. Everybody is healthy. So this is healthy season, Hemanta Ritu is. Guru and Snigdha are there. So you should enjoy the food because there is a cold, outside is a cold, so your Jatra Agni gets stimulated. And in Hemanta Ritu, you feel hungry. Yes, you can enjoy the Chavanprash, you can enjoy the Rasayana tonics in this Hemanta Ritu. But this table is for SAQ 5 marks. So just remember every point from this table with your mind. त्रिदोष सिद्धांत आयुर्वेदाचा आधारस्तंभ आहे. This is the basic strong pillar of your management, of your understanding. How many doshas are there? Vata, Pitta, Kapha, Cha, Uktaha, Shariro, Dosh, Sangraha. Charak Sutrastha. Remember this address. And Manasaha Punruddishto, Rajaha, Tama, Evacha. Manasa dosh are 2, Raja and Tama. Sharir dosh are 3, Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Vata is a kinetic energy, Pitta is a thermal energy, and Kapha is a mechanical energy. So, Tridosh Siddhanta ha Ayurvedaचा आधारस्तंभ आहे. This is Sharandar Samhita Prathama Khanda. Vayu Pittam Kapho Dosha Dhatavascha Malasatha Tatra Api Panchada Khyata Prattekam Dehadharna. Each one of these, Vayu, Pitta, Kapha, Dhatu, Mala, they do the Dehadharana, maintenance of our body or health from birth to death. Sharira Dushana Dosha Dhatavo Dehadharana. As doshas are doing the Sharir Dushana, they can spoil the Dhatu and Mala, they are called as a dosha. As Dhatava, the tissues, Rasa Rakta Mouse made, they are basically doing the maintenance, so they are called as a Dhatavo Dehadharana. And Vata Pitta Kapha Neya Malinikaranath Malaha. So Malinikarana, whoever when retained in the body unnecessarily for a longer time, they can spoil your body. I have given you the example of uremia. Urea is excreted through the urine. If it is not excreted, your body will accumulate the toxin urea. Next. Now, this is again the same thing. Sharir Dushanat Dosha, Dhatavo Dehadharanat, and Malinikaranat Malaha. Nirukti. Now, this is the Nirukti of Dosha. Dushayanti iti Dosha. Vata Pitta Kapha he Ghatak Jama Dravyataha, Gunataha, and Karmataha. Samyavastha. Samyavastha is a homeostasis, balanced condition, physiological condition. They are very useful. Their description in the Marathi, Astiltar Sut Naitar Bhut. Physiologically, they are very useful, and pathologically, they are like demons. This is the translation of this Marathi. In physiology, all the doshas are like the god. In pathological condition, they are like demons. Next. So, te prakruti bhuta, sharira upakarak bhavanti. When they are physiological, they are very useful for the body. Vikrutim, when they are abnormal, nana vida vikare. You will get the many diseases which will be shariram upatapayati. Well, they will disturb your whole physical and mental balance, happiness. They will destroy your happiness. Upatapayanti, charak vimansthan. Who are dushya? The dhatus and malas are called as dushya, victims, because they are get attacked from the doshas. They get attacked. So dhatu and mala are dushya. And how the disease has formed. This line is very, very important. Remember, dosha dushya samurchana janito vyadi. Ashraya sambandha is a physiological. But samurchana is dangerous. While teaching in my class, I always give you the example, Munna Bhai MBBS cinema, Pyar Ki Chappi, Ashraya sambandha. And Shivaji Maharaj and Afzal Khan, Vagnakha, making attack on each other, that is like a dosha dushya sammurshana. Okay. Now here it is the word dushya. It is mentioned by Vagbhat, Ashtanga Hridaya Sutrastha. Dushya. Rasa, Asru, Mausa, Meda, Asthi, Majja, Shukrani Datava, Sapta Dushya. Mala, Mutra, Shakrut, Sweda, Dev, Apicha. Api means Suddha. They are also called as Dushya, Api. Okay. So we must maintain the Samyavastha here. Dhatu Sarata, remember. When you maintain Samyavastha, see my cursor, you must watch the cursor. Samyavastha, Sarvan Dhatu, Vyadhi Pratikar Kshamata. They will be built up your immunity. They will build up your immunity. Rasa should be best, Rakta should be, hemoglobin should be best, Maus Dhatu, your muscles should be strong, strength should be good, tone should be good, mass should be good, Med Dhatu, unctuousness, Snigdhata should be good. Bones, calcium, phosphorus should be very good. Reproductive tissue, testosterone level, estrogen, progesterone, everything should be normal. Now this is the definition. You try to understand. There is a confusion when the students are asked Nirukti and when the students are Vyakhya. They are always confused. So Vyakhya, Prakruti Arambhakatve Sati. Prakruti Arambhakatva. Vata Pitta Kapha. They form your biotype, your Prakruti, your constitution. Remember, at the time of birth, whichever the doshas are up, most of the time it is dual Prakruti, Vata Pitta. So Vata Pitta little bit higher than the Kapha. Then Prakruti is Vata Pitta. But from the birth time, you have all the doshas, Vata Pitta Kapha. So they are called as a Prakruti Arambhakatva. Still, they have the power of Dushti Kartutva. They can spoil. And that's why they are called as a dosha. I think Vata Pitta Sheshmana Eva Deha Sambhava Hetava. Sushrut Sutrastha. Same thing has been mentioned by Sushrut. Avyapannaihi. When they are physiological, Vyapanna means pathological. They dharyate. Shariram dharyate. But when they are disturbed, they like agaram iva sthulastis tristhunam ahu eke. They pralayeta. Vyapannaha pralayeta. When they pathological, they can make chaos or destroy your body. Pralaya. Degeneration, destruction. Now, many people ask you whether there is a development in the Ayurvedic science. Yes, there is a development. Charak has mentioned only the types of Vata dosha. Prana, Udana, Vyana, Samana, Apan mentioned by Charak, but not the types of Pitta and Kapha. Sushrut has mentioned types of Vata as well as types of Pitta. But Vagbhat, he has mentioned types of Vata, types of Pitta and types of Kapha. So this is the step-by-step development in the Ayurvedic science. How we are going to study this dosha? So these 10 points are must to remember because there is at least one question of LAQ, long answer question of 15 marks. Examiner will ask you, वात दोषाचे सविस्तर वर्णन करा, पित्त दोषाचे सविस्तर वर्णन करा. Describe Vata dosh in detail. Any dosh, either of. So you must remember you have to write the Nirukti of Vata dosh, Pitta dosh, Kapha dosh, or Paryayanave, synonyms, Sangatana, structure and composition. Especially this is Sangatana is a composition and Swarupa is a structure. Okay? Sthana, different organ, different places where the activity of that particular dosha is in predominant. Guna, properties of that particular dosha. Karya, function. And 8, the different types, 5 types of Vata, 5 types of Pitta, 5 types of Kapha. So these are all Prakrutatva se muddai, physiological aspect. But while writing the answer, you must also write Vikruti Vachaka. Pathological 2 conditions, dosha vruddhi, either it may be Vata vruddhi or Kapha Pitta vruddhi or Kapha vruddhi. Dosha Kshaya, Vatakshay or Pittakshay or Kapha. But these points should be remembered while writing LAQ, long answer question about dosh. Here you can see basically Tridosh is a Dhatu Rupa or Prasad Rupa in physiology. They are Samyavastha, Samapramana and Avikruta. And sometimes these Vata Pitta Kapha can be having the action like enemy. In pathological, they are enemy because they are imbalanced and they are troublesome. Sharira Pida, troublesome to your body and mind, and Vikara Janaka. They will develop the diseases. Then this word I was always mentioning to you, Vaikruta. Actually, these two are the same. Remember, Prakrut Vata Pitta Kapha are the same Vaikrut Vata Pitta. As I have given you 100 times example. At this my home, when wife is talking to me, I am her husband. When I talk with my son, I am his father. When I am teaching you right now, I am your teacher. So Deshpande, Professor Deshpande is the same, but the role is different at different times. Role is different. Similarly, at the time of birth, these doshas are called as a Prakrut. But from the birth, you start degeneration. Shiryate tat shariram. So if Vata dosh degenerate, finish. Is it good? No, no. That's why we eat. Breast milk has been started. Why? Because that degeneration should be replaced by regeneration. So Vata, Pitta, Kapha molecules are also replaced, regenerated, and then after birth, that our food nourishes that doshas. So they are called as a Ahara Sambhavaja. But they are not totally different. Remember always, Prakrut and Vaikrut. Prakrut name is given at the time of birth. Here, Shukra Shonita Pasun Prapta and Saptavidha Prakriti Nirman Karnal. See the cursor. And afterward, Janmottara Aharadware Poshon Honare. Roga Jananaसाठी कारणीभूत. They will be imbalanced, which are nourished by the food. दोष कसे उत्पन्न होतात? The same answer, प्रकृती आरंभक दोष and आहार संभवज दोष. तत्र आहार प्रसादाख्यो रसः किट्टम च मलाख्यम अभिनिवर्तते. झलक सूत्र स्थान. किट्टात स्वेद मूत्र पुरीश वात पित्त श्लेष्माणा. They are developed from kitta part. That's why rasa mala is mentioned as kapha. Rasa mala is kapha. Rakta mala is a pitta. Write down these things. Rasa mala kapha. Rakta mala pitta. Ahar mala vata. Only the thing you must remember, vata dosh is amurta, without any dimension, length, breadth, no. Vata dosh is like invisible energy, like electricity. Avyaktaha vyakta karma. So this is a Vaikrut dosh, Ahar Sambhavaja dosh. Here the same. Rasamala kapha, Raktamala pitta, and Annamala vata. Only here you must understand this mala word. Previously, Mutra, Purisha, Sweda. Why they are mala? Because they should be thrown out of the body. Mutra, Purisha, Sweda, these Stula mala, waste product, they should be thrown out. Then is it that Kapha, Pitta and Vata they are thrown out? No, no, no. Then why the word mala? Because whatever the srotas of rasa, where the rasa is moving, from that channel, these kapha molecules come out for their functions. They are generated. So only from the tract of rasa dhatu, they are secreted outside in the lumen, in the Koshta Pradesh. That's why they are called as a mala, as per comparison with the rasa dhatu. Only coming out from the tract, but they are not thrown away from the body. This is the difference. Mutra Purisha Sweda, thrown out of the body. Kapha Pitta Vata, they have come, they are coming from the original tract outside and secreted in the body. Lumen, body srotasas. This is something little difficult, but you hear this my video, See this my video again and again, and slowly, slowly you will understand. No problem. Rasa mala kapha. Rasa is carrying these kapha molecules, and wherever they are required, they are coming out from the channel. I am talking right now. My bodhaka kapha is secreted. There is a capillaries in my mouth, artery, veins, capillaries are there. That is carrying rasa rakta, and some part of it is useful to form the bodhaka kapha. They are secreted from the gland, so it is coming out from the gland. Okay, so that's why it is like a mala. It's actually not mala. Try to understand. It is only coming out of the tract. Okay, but this is useful part. Dhatu poshaka अंश kapha. It is only coming रसव ऋतुसामधून बाजूला पडणारा म्हणून त्याला रस मल कफ असे म्हटले आहे. You make a picture of this and read again and again. रक्ताचा मलकफ रक्त व सुतसामधून बाहेर पडून वर्ण आणि स्वरूप बदलून अन्नासारख्या घटकाशी संबंध होणारे पचनाला मदत करणारा घटक म्हणजे पित्त. Whatever the blood vessels, some enzymes are coming out, some glands are there. So whatever the pepsin, pepsinogen, hydrochloric acid, all digestive juice, this is having the content of pitta dosha, transforming enzymes. So they are coming from the vessels out and they are useful for the digestion purpose. So this is the reference of rakta mala pitta. Anna mala, when you digest, sthula pachan is over. After Prathama Avasthapak, Dvitiya Avasthapak, Tritiya Avasthapak, at the end of Tritiya Avasthapak, you feel more energetic. Because in that phase, Vata Dosha Udirana, write down this word, Udirana takes place. Vata molecules are not visible. They should be experienced by their function. Vata Karya, Vata energy, should be experienced by only with its functions. Avyaktaha, Vyakta Karma Cha. Avyakta invisible, but we can experience the functions. Tridoshanche Guna. Whatever the guna that we are going to discuss may not be completed today. These all Vimshanti gunas, are not only physical, try to understand, but they are understood by their actions. So they are called as a functional or biochemical type. Functional or biochemical type. All gunas we are going to learn. Vata dosha guna. Tatra ruksho lagushritaha khara sukshmascharunyaha. Pittam sasneha tikshnoshnam lagu vistram saram dravam. Don't get tension. Don't get tension of Sanskrit. I will going to repeat it again. For example, Kapha is a guru. So when I say guru, it is not only weight, but guru is that property. Guru is that property, heaviness is that property which will increase your body weight, which is useful for nourishment. So step by step, your bruhana will take place. Ayurvedic word is bruhana, nourishment, growth, and the weight gain. So that's why it is called as a guru. It is not only physical weight, 1 kilo, 10 gram, 10 milligram. No, only not that. I will give you the example afterwards. So these are the Vimshanti, 20. This is by Vagbhat, Ashtanga Hridaya Sutrasthan. Guru, Manda, Hima, Snigdha, Shlakshna, Sandra, Mrudu, Stiraha, Gunaha, Sasukshma, Vishada, Vimshantihi, Saviparya. Here more interesting, you can see only 10 properties here. Guru 1, this is 2, 3, 4, then Shlakshna, this is 5, 6, 7, 8, here 9, Sukshma, and 10 Vishada. Where are 20? This is the word, Viparya. Opposite to these 10 properties, together 10 plus 10, 20. But Vagbhat in the shlok has mentioned only 10 properties. They are called as Vimshanti. Okay? Guru. What is the definition? Dravyasya bruhane karmani shakti hi guru. Whichever the food substances, Ahar, Vihar, Aushadhi. Remember, write down these three words. Ahar, food. Vihar, lifestyle. Aushadhi, medicines. So this, all the properties are applicable. This sentence is more important. These, all the Vimshanti's gunas are applicable to food, lifestyle, and medicine. We are going to see only few examples, not all the examples. For example, whatever the food that is nourishing, that is increasing your weight, that should be called as a guru. Whatever the lifestyle, you will understand what is lifestyle. Taking the sleep adequate, 8 hours sleep is guru. Is guru. 4 hours sleep, 4 hours sleep. Lagu. Lagu. That will reduce your weight. So lifestyle. You will ask me, what about medicine? Medicine? Write down name. Bala. Bala is the name of the plant. Bala. B-A-L-A. Sida. Latin name. Sida cordifolia. This is guru. Ashwagandha. This will increase the weight of the person. Okay. So there are always, you must, while advising the patient, not only food, lifestyle, and medicine. This is applicable. Dravyasya gruhane, like mash, black gram, udit. That's why whenever the patient has a weight loss, we ask the patient to apply mash taila, is available in the market. Mash taila, medicated oil. Okay. Langhane lagu. Whatever things, food, lifestyle, and medicines reduce your weight. That is lagu. Langhane lagu. Mudga. This is the green gram. मुगाची डाळ. मुगाची डाळ पचायला हलकी असते, लक्षात ठेवा. कुठल्याही आजारपणानंतर मुगाच्या डाळीची खिचडी खा. Within 1 minute the video will be closed. Remember, laja means laya, popcorn. So whenever you have the patients in front of you, you will have to understand guru and lagu. My dear friends, because of the time restraint, I think at any moment my video will close, but I will continue my discussion till the video is automatically closed, in spite of wasting our what you can say time from video. Now you write down these two again new words in your practice. Santarpana vyadhi, very difficult word. Santarpana vyadhi and apatarpana vyadhi. Apatarpana vyadhi. So santarpana means overnutrition. Overnutrition because of the overeating, sedentary lifestyle. And apatarpana is undernourishment. In developing the countries, apatarpana vyadhi are common. In developed countries like America, Europe, santarpana vyadhi, overnutrition, obese, cholesterol, heart problem, this is more. And we have infectious diseases, autoimmune diseases, allergic diseases because of the apatarpana, undernourishment is there. So very simple to understand. Opposite treatment. If the person is from apatarpana, can you get me? This left column. Try to understand. This left part you must use. This left part. Can you see my cursor? Guru, Manda, Hima, Snigdha, Shlakshna. For what? For apatarpana janya vyadhi. But for the overnutrition, this Lagu, Tikshna, Ushna, Ruksha, and Khar. I think although you are in the first year BMS, my knowledge, my teaching will be useful up to your practice. Your second year teachers, last year teachers will be happy. Oh, you know very well. So Santarpana Janya and Apatarpana Janya Vyadhi, you must remember this concept. Okay? Manda, Shamane Manda. Just write down this number 32. Maybe we will continue from tomorrow at the point number 32, slide number 30. Shamane Manda. Huh? Shamana means palliation. Cooling down, okay, relax. Stopping the degeneration. Manda. Process of degeneration will be slowed down. Process of degeneration, that is aging process. So Manda is a anti-aging drug. anti-aging lifestyle, anti-aging medicine. Rest is anti-aging. टेकिंग घी अँटी एजिंग. पेशंटला सांगा तूप घ्या दररोज, तुमचं वय झीज होणार नाही, तुम्ही चांगले राहील तुमची तब्येत. अँड व्हॉट एल्स? द मेडिसिन च्यवनप्राश. च्यवनप्राश मेकिंग द लेस डिजनरेशन, लेस एजिंग प्रोसेस. सो दॅट इज ओव्हर हियर. मंद. शोधने तीक्ष्ण. शोधन मीन्स क्लिन्झिंग, लाईक ब्रशिंग. तीक्ष्ण. सो वी वॉन्ट टू क्लीन इट अप. स्क्रॅपिंग. आपण पेन्सिलला नाही का टोक करत, ते ब्लेड कसं असतं? ब्लेड कसं असतं? तीक्ष्ण असतं का मंद असतं? तीक्ष्ण आहे ना, सुरी. आपण नाही का टोक करत, धारधार बनवतो ना, ते लक्षात ठेवा. ते आपल्या रस्त्यावर सुद्धा येतात धारवाले, फेरीवाले येतात आमच्या रस्त्याने. चाकूला, सुरीला, कॅथरीला धार लावायचे. व्हॉट इज दॅट? शोधने तीक्ष्ण. यू वॉन्ट टू क्लीन युअर बॉडी. दॅट्स वाय पंचकर्म आर कॉल्ड ॲज अ शोधन चिकित्सा. Is it clear? Panchakarma is shodhana chikitsa. And that's why it is not easy. It is not easy. Because shodhana will always do irritation. Vaman will do irritation. Virechan will do irritation. Rakta mokshan, irritation. That's why it is called as the invasive techniques. Invasive techniques. Remember this, invasive techniques. That's why Panchakarma always has the Purva karma and Paschata karma. Why we are giving the ghee? Because we know that my Vamaka dravya are tikshna. Is it clear? This word is very clear, very interesting. For example, I have a lot of cough in this corona pandemic. I can use Pippali, tablet Pippali is available in the market. That will clean. Whatever the arm is there, whatever the toxins are there, it will be cleaned. My throat, respiratory tract will be cleaned by using Pippali. Pippali is the best rasayan also to make your lungs very healthy.